Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're ready to get this day started. I know I am. It is going to be the most wonderful day, the most amazing day. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is going to be a great, great day. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Hope you're ready to get this day started. I know I am. If I can find what I'm looking for. Good morning, Cree. Good morning, friend. Happy anniversary. Okay, yo, hold on, let me type in this. This is the link for Sister Rise if you want to grab your ticket, if you have questions. And then I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to share this with y'all. This is my personal page here, but I go live on my public figure page. And I think I'm going to start going live over there instead of my personal page, because on my public figure page and create, if you have one, I don't know if you know that you can have stars added to your live stream. So I have stars on my public profile, like my public figure profile, where purchase stars there, and that just means if somebody feels like blessing you with the star, I think they cost a penny or 2 cents or 20 cents, they can do so. So I may start going live over there. So I'm always live over there anyway, but I may stop it going live over here and only do it from my public profile page, the Fearless Morning Show, that way. Good morning, Joshua. So, yesterday we talked about miracles don't help, right? We really talked about how prayer, and I really want to write this. I did write it down, but I really want to go more in depth. Is that when we pray for something, when we say the prayer of a thing, that is the end result, meaning that when I finally pray for that thing, it is the end result of what is already looking for me. So before I ask, it's already given. Before I was called, it was answered. So good morning, Joshua. So me saying the prayer of the thing is me simply acknowledging what the Creator already wants to give me. That's all a prayer is. A prayer is acknowledging what is already mine. It is the awakening inside of me to acknowledge that. Okay. Happy sun rising, my sister. So when I pray for a thing and I understand my I am statement, then I understand that when this desire rises up in me, it is what is already mine. But a part of me had to awaken, a part of me had to become aware in order to become knowledgeable enough to pray for it, in order to receive it. Y'all with me? Now, I've also said sometimes you pray for things and you don't ever get it because you don't believe, because the desire may arise in you to want this thing. Oh, I want to be a millionaire. And the desire is there because it's yours, but your belief system is not strong enough yet. And it was just a glimpse of a moment when you said, oh, I wonder if, and in that glimpse of a moment, you understood that you could, but you didn't stay in that moment. And so the reality, the humanness of you said, I can't. And so you went back to lack. So if I want us to really understand that you praying for a thing is the end result of the desire for it. Like you arrive. And I'm talking about, Lord, help me be a better person. Lord, or whomever you pray to. This is what I desire for this thing. The end result is already there. And so from the end result, you live from there. You live from the end, not from the beginning. Meaning I don't go, if I say I want to be a multimillionaire, I don't go to the beginning of that statement and try to figure that part out. I stay in the end part of that statement and I work in the end of it. Meaning if I'm already this thing that I say that I am, how do I operate in this I am statement? So if I'm already a multimillionaire, one thing that I do is I manage my money. I find somebody else to manage my money. I have things in place that make sure that money is welcome and is continuously loved here. I'm in the end part. So I don't want to get confused my end from my beginning. And if you missed, I think it was early in April, was it May? We talked about the seed things and tree things. That was late in May. Don't get your seed things and tree things mixed up. Some of us want to stay the mustard seed and not become the mustard tree. And there's things we do as trees that we don't do as seeds anymore. As trees, my root is sturdy. I'm strong. I'm providing shelter and shade. I'm branching off. I'm growing taller and wider. And so I'm thinking differently on a tree level than I do on a seed level. So when I said miracles don't happen yesterday, I'm not saying you can't have your miracle. I'm saying the understanding of it that is yours is incomprehensible to you at this moment. And here's the thing, miracles happen all day. They're not some one-hit wonder. Miracles aren't just, if I could just get this miracle today, they don't happen like that. Miracles can happen continuously, ongoing, all the time, never ending, overflowing. It is our mindset that has to accept that that is so. And because we have a hard time accepting that is so, when a miracle we happen to recognize comes across, then we're so excited. When the Creator said that if you just pay attention, the miracles are all around you. And if you just stand still for a minute, they can overtake you. Good morning, Kimberly. So today, we did a recap of yesterday. Today, I want to talk about the hardest part of living. Because the hardest part of living, did I say good morning, Kimberly? The hardest part of living in all of this, friend, is that the understanding piece. The hardest part of living is you understanding that this is what you prayed for, this is what you asked for, but this is what you're living. The hardest part, y'all remember that Folgers commercial, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up, if you read the Bible, and I got someone in here somewhere, is that daily new mercies you see every day. But the hardest part of living is remembering that thing. That's the hardest part of living. That is the hardest part of living. Because in me understanding that, I still have to stay in this end part and live. Also, the hardest part of living, and I want to be very clear because I've experienced this. One of the hardest part of living is you coming to the realization that people, person, place, and things are not what you made them out to be. That people, person, place, and things are not what you thought. They're not what they said. They're not what you made them out to be. It just ain't. It can't, it won't, it wouldn't, it shouldn't. It just ain't. And then when you come to that realization that it ain't that which they said that it was, your feelings hurt. Your feelings hurt. You're mad. You're angry. You're frustrated. We've gotten our hearts broken. Hey, we've gotten our feelings hurt. We've been all the things. Because the hardest part of living is coming to the realization that as you're growing and changing and you're taking off the rose-colored glasses, seldom are they what they seem. Insert you, the purpose of your life, the only purpose of your life is to be the truest, most authentic version of yourself. That's your sole purpose in life. It ain't to run a business. It ain't to change the life. when JoJo is her truest, most authentic version of herself, Sister Rise will rise, because then everything else is an extension of my most authentic self. So I can't run the business effectively if I'm not authentic. I can't love correctly if I'm not authentic. And so the hardest part of living is when you take those glasses off, or when you're growing and you actually have to see people, person, place, a thing as they are. That's hard as hell, because you have, in our minds, we have built and grown these things to be this way. But when we realize it, what it really is, we're like, shit, what? You mean to tell me? And now our feelings are hurting. We're mad and we're angry because we wasn't expecting that. What, girl? I'm trying to tell you. But take them glasses off, friend. Literally, take them off so you can see better. And then when you do that, the hardest part of living again is understanding that miracles can still happen, that your prayer can still be answered, and living in the end and not the beginning. So when I see that hard part of living, of wow, this person is not this way, or this is not how I assumed living here would be, or this is not how I thought this would be. Now I get to adjust my reality of it. Whatever I want to manifest, whatever I want to think after that point, I've got to stay in this end result. But sometimes we get so caught up in the heart of the living, the hardest part of living, which it ain't what we thought it was going to be. And insert where we begin to tell ourselves stories that we hold on to for a lifetime. I married this man, honey, and he just happened to be a preacher, and he beat the hell out of me every day. That was the hardest part of living. The hardest part of living was coming to the realization of that. Y'all know the story. Now, I could stay just in that part, or inside of that hard part of living, you begin your journey, whatever it is for you. You begin to change your mindset and your growth, and you start living in the end result. I am whole, I am free, I am this. So that when you have to face this here, I understand that this is not the end result. For me, that was life-changing. If you don't move out of this phase, if you stay connected to that story, right? I don't speak about I rarely talk about domestic violence speaking anywhere else, because we're in the healing phase. That's somebody else's job to tell their story, to show what it's like to live there. I want to show you how to live past it and the journey through it. Okay? Because if I focus on the story, I'm going to encourage you to stay in that story. And some of us, we're in love with that story of hardship. We're in love with that story of hard living, of we don't even try to can. We go straight to couldn't. We don't ever try to should. We don't try to could. We don't try to would. We couldn't, shouldn't, couldn't, wouldn't. We go straight to the negatives. We put that NOT on there and live our whole best life. And you look up one day and you're 25 years into living this story, and you're angry, you're bitter, you're mad, and you can't enjoy nothing in life gives you joy. You ever met a person that way? How was dinner? It wasn't that good. I didn't cook it. That was just nasty. Did you have a good time at the party? I don't, them people got on my nerves. That woman came in there and I don't know who she thinks she is. Well, did you like your outfit? Girl, it was okay, but them shoes. Brother, did you have fun? It was cool. It's all right. Why you can't say another word? Why are you refusing to enjoy life? Why is that hard for you? And it's hard because somewhere along the way, the hardest part of living stuck to you. It became your building block. It became your house. It became where you lived. You decorated it. You painted it. It became your cage of crazy. Right, Kim? We living past that. Somewhere along the way, you adapted that as the only way of living. That ain't nobody's fault, though. That ain't nobody's fault but yours. We're going to get real country. That ain't nobody's fault but yours right there. That's on you, dog. because nobody said you had to live there. If I lived in a broken heart, Jesus, Father God, where I'd be under a rock somewhere. If I lived in the hardest part of living, that my ex-husband beat the hell out of me, pushed me out of moving car. If I lived there, honey, y'all be coming to visit in North Carolina. It's called the 13th floor. It's Broughton in North Carolina. You can admit somebody into the mental hospital. They used to give you a sack of taters when you admitted somebody as payment. You could take me up to the mental hospital and get a sack of taters and $25 and leave me up there, because that's where I would be if I was insisting on staying in the hardest part of living. And we have those people around us every day. And it is hard as hell to enjoy life around those people. I think if Tashana is still on here, we talked about yesterday opening the blinds and the windows and letting air and sun into your space. Because some people will stay in the house with the windows and the blinds shut all day long. Your body needs the sun. It's scientifically proven if you stay in a locked space, which is your house, honey, which is 4 walls with the windows closed, the blinds shut, it increases your depression and increases your risk of having illness in your body. Your body needs sunlight. It needs air. Yes, Tashana, a whole sack of taters, friend. Today, open up your windows. Open up the blinds. Ain't nobody fixing to come in, I promise. Go stand outside in the sun. We talked about that too. Me and Tashana are going to do some sun gazing. I do sun gazing all the time with my eyes, but I want to go lay out in the sun. That's why I love the beach. Open up the blinds, open up the windows, let the sun shine in. Get you some fresh air. Go stand out there in it. The hardest part of living is that. Have a good day, Joshua. So on this most amazing day, it's going to be a great day, right, Kim? Free vitamin D. Tammy, I know Tammy, ain't you at the beach? I'm telling all Tammy business, my bad. Go enjoy the sun. Listen, the most amazing thing happens when you get in the sun. Your skin starts to tingle. You wanna know why? Because it is you literally coming alive. It is your skin saying, oh, thank God, we out here where we belong. It ain't that you hot. It is your skin literally coming alive. It is your cells awakening to say, yeah, we are part of the sun. We are one with the sun. Go stand out there in it. So on this great day, the hardest part of living is we get stuck at the trauma level. And we assume that there's no living past it. We assume that there's no way, that there's no understanding. But when you understand the end result of prayer is the realization of the desire of something that is desiring me, then things should get a little bit easier. Now, we can forget that in our humanness. I've forgotten it a whole heap of times, a whole bunch of times. I've forgotten that me praying for a thing is the end result of the desire of what is already mine coming to me. I've forgotten that. I prayed for things and then be like, oh, Lord Jesus, wait a minute, that's a little bit too much. Maybe I need to cut that prayer down, because that was in my humanness, I've done that. But it is in the realization of, oh, the desire would not have come if it was not ready and available for you in that moment. So in this great, most amazing day, it's going to be a good day, I promise. It's going to be the most amazing day ever. Go outside in the sun. I mean, the sun is shining. It's rained here for the past couple of days. Go get you some sun. Let your skin tingle. Stick your leg. If you driving, honey, let the legs hit your arm and your sun and your legs and your face. Y'all remember that? Oh, I know Tashana remember this in the Amy Zion Church. With your face to the rising sun. Oh, Lord. Y'all remember that song? Have mercy on me. We used to sing that during communion. And imagine if you had your face to the rising sun today. Just for a little while. open up your blinds today, right? Let the sun in. Open up your blinds and open up the windows. It's okay not to have the air conditioner is recycled air. It's okay not to have recycled air for 5 minutes, friend. For the morning, it's nice and cool. Open up your windows and let that fresh air. I promise it will change the atmosphere of your home. Oh, in the back, that's just, yes. I know, honey, it's in everybody, got to be in everybody hymnal. I don't, listen, I grew up in Zion, but my grandpa was fire baptized holiness, honey. I went to the holiness church that sat on rocks. And didn't have, it was big enough for the wood stove, 6 pews, a piano, and a podium. And honey, if it was wintertime, it was your turn to put the wood in there. Well, no need you come to church looking cute, because you were gonna be nice and dirty, shucking the wood in the little furnace. And you talk about hot. It only had 6 pews, and the whole community would come out to the holiness church. They would open the doors and people be sitting outside. Honey, but then when them ladies got to rocking that church, the church would literally move because it sat on rocks. Listen, Tammy, them good old country churches. So on this most amazing day, I feel like I should leave you guys with the Medicine Woman's Prayer. I haven't said it in a while. Y'all know it's one of my favorites. And I haven't said it in a very long time. But hopefully it is for somebody today. This is the end of the week. And I want you to take this with you. All weekend. Ride with the windows down, okay? Ride with the windows down in your car. Stick your hand out and let your fingers do this in the wind. Me and my kids do that all the time. Stick your hands out and let it go through there. Yes, honey, wasn't it? And listen, I don't know why with 6 pews and you could touch everybody in them 6 pews, that they had a microphone and an amp. They would sit the amp outside so the whole community could. Don't let it be revival. There was chairs and it was a dirt road. So we had chairs in the dirt road. You knew not that because we were at the end. So don't even try to turn down the road to go see nobody, because the chairs was gonna fill up the driveway. The street. There was, my mama lives at the end of that street now. It just wasn't going. You wasn't gonna get down there. But they had an amp, and if my big daddy couldn't, and it was literally a trail through the woods. If he couldn't walk through the woods or around, we sat on the back porch and we participated in service because you could hear it through the trees. Gal, get my Bible. Gal, be quiet. Don't you hear him singing? And you sat quietly on the back porch and you participated. Yes, good old country living. I miss those days. The Holiness Church is still standing. They've added a bathroom. They bricked it up. My grandpa helped build that church. They built it up, and they've done all the things to it now. So you can sit about 25 people in there now because they extended the vestibule a little bit. So you can get about 25 people in there now. And they still put the amp outside. Honey, we paved the road a little bit. So, you can drive down a paved road. But it still sit on the corner. I pass it every day when I'm at home. So on this great, most amazing day, let's read the Medicine Woman's Prayer. And as you think about whatever it is that you're going to do this weekend, okay, let the sun shine in. I'm going to have to I tell my mama to take a picture. You're going to have to come see it. Y'all should y'all want to go see my mama? Let's take a trip to go see my mama. She probably cuss me out and then be excited and happy at the same time. Judge, don't be bringing them people to my house. It ain't clean. Y'all know how we do it. I think let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that for my birthday. Let me ask Sophronia first. All right, guys. So let's do the Medicine Woman's Prayer. And I want you to have a great weekend. I want you to be peaceful, period. Please make sure to share the show because sharing is caring. Let me tell you, she is, if you want to, who would love my mama? Is Mark, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark and my mama would be like this because they the same person. Except she might be on 10,000 and Mark might be on 9,000. But they the same people. All right, guys. And if you want to see this prayer, you can, if you Google Medicine Woman's Prayer, it'll come up for you. Okay. And we won't stay at her house. We'll stay at the local hotel and then drive 20 minutes up the mountain to her. How about that? But we will be in the country all day. Okay. Okay, then. Then Creed, Creed, then you might be my listen. She all about having a good time. And don't let me get my uncle bring you some not corn liquor, but some homemade what it is. Muscadine wine. I took a husband there, and my uncle come with a cooler. Don't ever ask what's in the cooler. And more importantly, don't drink what's in the cooler. Yes. Yeah, corn liquor is moonshine. But when he make that homemade muscadine wine, my ex-husband said, I think I can handle that. I'm telling you, you can't. My uncle, you don't want what's in that jar. Jojo, that's a grown man. Let him have. I said, well, give him a shot. No, he wanted a full glass. A couple of he said, oh, this is good. Jojo, it ain't that strong. I went and sat outside. So, listen, he went out there. He drank that whole cup. I said, oh, okay. This is about 11, 12 in the morning. I done ate breakfast. I feel good. Okay. This is the country of North Carolina. Country. Like, ain't no gas stations in my neighborhood. Ain't no store. You don't have to drive 20 minutes to the nearest anything. Either up the mountain or down the mountain. What we ain't doing is playing. I went to look for the husband. He wasn't only sleep on the couch, honey. You know how you good and sleep and the whole body done fell over like that? And that's where he stayed for 8 hours. Woke up, and honey, it's like 8 o'clock at night. Hurting. Oh, my back hurt, my neck hurt. Why you didn't wait, honey? God himself couldn't have woke you up because I told you not to drink the cup. I said take a shot. You don't drink what he bring you, baby. That's what you don't do. You don't drink that. He's like, well, I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. I ain't say a word. He might have made it through a piece of cornbread before, honey. He went to sleep and slept the next. He slept like 10 o'clock. Now he was well rested and refreshed, but you don't drink the whole cup. Everybody in the we're gonna laugh at you. Right, Ken? We're gonna laugh at you. When he come and now listen, and my uncle, he ain't no skinny man. He about 250, 300 pounds. He already breathing hard. And he laughing. When he come in laughing and set the cooler down and say, y'all don't know what's in here, do you? And he pour you a cup and he's still laughing. And he laughing while you drinking. Your life is over. I'm just saying, go on and sit on the couch and get ready because you about to be out for the rest of the day. It ain't for the faint at heart. So don't drink if you come to my mother's house, if she makes you a drink, don't drink the whole thing. Say Miss Sugar Al. Sugar Al is her nickname. Miss Sophronia. I just need a shot of that. I don't want to drink because she gonna drink the cup and she gonna be laughing and standing there looking at you. And you ain't gonna know what happened for the whole weekend. Take the shot, okay? Better off don't drink none of it. Drink at your own risk. How about that? All right, y'all. Listen. My family is hilarious. Here's the Medicine Woman's Prayer, and I gotta go. Yeah, we can absolutely do a road trip to visit Mama, so y'all can see the country. We'll go on Uncle Ben's farm. Uncle Ben, bless his heart, has passed away, but the cows and the pigs and the chickens, they still well taken care of. So there's that. You be done missed the whole entire weekend. You be like, Jojo, did I ever see your mama house? Friend, you didn't move off that couch. You hear me? You didn't move off the leather couch. And it's one of them couches that you sit down, you can't help but go to sleep, because everybody, when they come in, they sit down and go to sleep on the couch because it's so comfortable. Add a drink to it. I'm just going to leave you. I'm just going to cover you up with the blanket that's sitting on the bed and leave you there. Y'all call me when she cooking the liver mush and the grits and the eggs for breakfast. I'm going to show up for that. I ain't going to drink nothing. No. You've been missed the whole entire weekend. So it would be fun, I promise. So here's the one with Medicine Woman's prayer. I will not rescue you, for you are not powerless. I will not fix you, for you are not broken. I will not heal you, for I see you in your wholeness. I will walk with you through the darkness as you remember your light. So on this great day, I'm walking with you through the darkness as you remember your light. The hardest part of living, honey, is understanding it ain't what it is. It ain't what you thought. It's something totally different. And you can grow past that. We're going to live in the end phase of it. Okay, we're going to be excited about that thing. I'm excited about Sister Roz. I'm excited that it's sold out. I'm excited that the women that are going to be there is going to be most amazing for them. If you know somebody who need to come, tell them to come on, grab their ticket, and they can come on. There are payment plans available, okay? So bit.ly/Sister Roz. Because there's some things, I think I posted this yesterday and I really got to go. There's some things that you get for free. You get the Fearless Morning Show for free. I got some free products on LPC products. I got the podcast for free. I got the YouTube channel for free. What we learn at Sister Roz is a whole nother level, and that, my friend, is not free. When you think about somebody giving you, and as my business owners, Kriya business owner, Tashana business owner, when we think about doing things for free for other people, just know it's not free, because you paid the cost of learning that information. You paid the cost of studying it. You paid the cost of living it. You paid the cost of implementing it. You have the history of working with it. You come with all the expertise. So when you decide to give something away for free, don't feel bad when people say, oh, you could have did that. No, I could not have done that for free, because this is 18 years worth of knowledge you getting for free. I had to pay for the software, like to broadcast on 4 different places at one time. That's $300 worth of software. For cameras and microphones, $200 worth of software. Free ain't, it may be free to the person receiving it, but it ain't free to the person giving. So friend, don't feel bad about the price. Today's price is not yesterday's price. Ain't that what my man said? So when Tashana gives swim lessons, last year price ain't this year price. When Kriya is selling a home, her commission ain't last year commission. It ain't. That was a whole different year. 12 whole months ago. Do you know what she learned in them 12 whole months to implement to get your crazy behind in the house that you know you couldn't afford? But she worked her magic and got you in that house. Today's price, it's not yesterday's price. It's different. So don't ever be afraid to charge what you charge, to say what you need to say, to do what you need to do, because you give freely every day. Every day you give freely, and never apologize for your price. So that's a little pep talk for my business owners and for myself. That's why Sister Roz is what it is, because I know the value that it brings and the things that you're going to walk away with. Not only the sisterhood, okay? Not only that, but the tools and the things that's going to keep running in the back of your mind the entire time. It's an investment in you. And it's one that I don't take lightly. I don't take it lightly that you're investing in yourself, and that you're also investing in me in this 18 years of history and knowledge and expertise. I don't take that lightly. And that, my friend, comes with the price. And never apologize for the price. So on this great, most amazing day, and it's going to be a good day, okay? Please make sure you share the show, because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to that YouTube channel. They can binge watch and subscribe. I'm at 78 subscribers. Can we get me to 100 for my birthday, which is in my birthday is in 19 days. Get me to 100 subscribers in 19 days. If you type in the The Fearless Morning Show, I promise it's going to come up. Don't forget the podcast. You can always subscribe to at anywhere podcasts are found. I greatly appreciate that. Don't forget, we have the books, we have the movies, we have all the things. If you would like any of the Sister Rise products, I have bags, I have mugs, I have pens, I have journals. Let me show y'all the bag right fast. And then I'm going to let you go because I said that already. But while I'm thinking about it, here's the Sister Rise bag. Thank you, you too, Tashana. This is the bag. And it's really like this ain't cheap, friend. It's a nice heavy duty bag with pockets on the inside and the side. It's cute. You can have the coffee, we have the coffee mugs, we have all the things. So if you would like any of that, click on the link down below and you can order that as well. So I hope you have the most amazing day. And I'll see you guys here bright and early. Maybe you'll see me later when we work out or this weekend. But otherwise, I'll see you guys here bright and early on Monday morning. Have a good day, Cree.